Hi Gemini, and welcome to your April energy reading. This will be for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs, or put it anywhere in your placement. Baby, you like it, I love it. Also, if you need any information about how to book a personal reading with me, or how to make a love donation to this channel if you feel so moved, or my social media information, all of that is in the description box below. I go live on Instagram a few times a week, and I also do daily card pulls on my reels to calibrate our days for magic and success. So come over there and check us out. And also, please be aware that these are general messages. This is not a personal reading, and so all the messages will not resonate. So take what applies and leave what does not. Also, please like this video, share it out, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you know when I post for you. Okay, Gemini? So without further ado, I'm a Gemini rising, so I can't wait to get into it. I'm going to hit this bowl, clear your energy, and let's get right into it. Okay, Gemini? And receive that. Gemini, for you, I was getting ashes to ashes. And what was something about not ashes to ashes, dust to dust, but rising from the ashes. So I feel like this April for you is about death and rebirth, but in the sense of like you're completely transforming. You're having like a very transformative experience, and after you pass through this experience, you are forever changed, and you don't have to feel nervous about that. I don't think that this is like an ominous feeling. I'm feeling more like this is a metaphorical death, like dying away to an old cycle, dying away to an old pattern of behavior or thinking, dying away to, this might be the end of the road for you in a company you work for, right? And maybe the rebirth is I'm starting my own company, or the rebirth is I'm going somewhere even better that actually is putting me in a position higher than I was at this other place. So I am completely transformed. I'm in a new role. I'm in a new tax bracket, baby. Like whatever that looks like for you, there's something that is like there is a measurable, considerable difference on the other side of April than when you first enter it. And we started this month off with a new moon in Aries, which is all action oriented, fiery, passionate energy. We're also in Aries season right now, and it can get very pop offish and all that sort of thing, but also that it lights a fire under you to get going. Like if you feel like you weren't making headway on something, it's like the wait time is over. You're like all systems a go. And I feel like it's because you are like so over and done with something that you're like, this just gotta be now, baby, because I can't even do it anymore. So let's see, all right? Let's woo-saw, but let's see. I'm gonna pull out this is my very first deck, y'all, that I ever got. And I love it so much, and I rarely use it like in these sort of readings, but something said there's something special about April. Come get these messages. Look at that. Straight out the gate. You got 3 of Pentacles, recognition and reward, but I love it in this deck because look at you. Look at you, boo. This is like finally, so maybe you're completing something. Maybe you're getting like your certificate or your degree in something. Maybe this is you, getting certified to do something, or you're shining at the office or at work. Maybe the death of it is like you are getting promoted up. So maybe the people you used to chill with, you are now about to oversee. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, it's like, oh, we still cool, but our relationship ain't the same because now I have different obligations. I have different responsibilities, right? But you're getting this shine placed upon you, and you're being propped up to be the center of this reward, and not just like a private pat on the back. This is public. reward and recognition, in my opinion. Ooh, the sacral chakra. Okay, and I love that it's the number 2 card. I think also within a relationship, you know, this is about creative energy. This is life force, life-giving energy. This is also sexual and sensual energy, right? Because sacral chakra governs our, reproductive organs, right? Our reproductive system, right? And so because that is where life comes from. So it's kind of like that life force giving energy. Even if you're just working with that chakra to rebirth some life back into an area of your life, or a way of doing things, a creative passion or hobby. It's like now it's like, ooh, I just really want to pour into it. I just really want to explore creating a new dynamic within a situation. I don't know what that is, but woo, Gemini. I like that. Gemini, don't do this to yourself. You got heartache and loss and discontentment and boredom. I think that that's where you're at right now in terms of like, you're not feeling emotionally fulfilled by where you are right now in terms of maybe work or in an aspect of your personal relationship, whether it be romantic or platonic or familial. But there's some type of disjointed thing that's not adding up and not really feeling the fulfillment. Because look how opposite, look at the bottom, accelerated motion. That means like things are moving fast for you. But I'm going to show you the contrasting. Yo, Taurus got this too. Financial and material changes. I think that some of these big changes are like maybe a risk or a gamble. And maybe some of that is creating some tension within the home or in your friendship circle. Like, girl, you crazy. Or like, boy, you bugging. Like, whatever it is. I feel like you're just like, damn. Because you see, these are like bowing your head, but for very different reasons. But I always love this card because look, behind her is all of this clear skies. What you think is like overdone, finished with, oh, I can't even imagine moving forward with this. Why is this all happening? It's like, if you just stitch that heart back together, go within, start clearing the mind, right? You can get to here. You can get to this reward and recognition, to being rewarded for your efforts. But I feel like, again, this is just pointing to something that's not emotionally fulfilling, and that if you don't change and reroute your perspective on it, you're going to miss the fact that you have an entire abundant, lush kingdom awaiting for you to govern it. And this is your life, right? A kingdom waiting for you to govern it, right? To sit in your sovereignty and rule over your being. But I feel like there are certain things, and remember, it just says changes. It doesn't say downfall. It doesn't say like the world is ending, right? This can also just point to like, don't start talking yourself out of your vision, Gemini, right? Or don't start looking at bumps in the road as signs to stop and quit. It's saying to keep moving forward, right? And that there are many different ways to get the solution, but you have to pick where you're gonna go. Don't be so frayed and spread out in your efforts and your thinking that then your efforts are also scattered, right? So it's like, oh, I could do a little bit over here, and then I could do a little bit over there, and I'm gonna do a little bit over there, and blah, 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 blah. But it's not happening in a way where it's cohesive, where you're like, oh, I'm available in all these different spaces and places, and I'm able to juggle all these things. I think now it's starting to backfire and be like, I actually can't juggle all of these things. I'm not showing up in my fullness in all of these spaces. So maybe I need to slow down a little bit and just be present where I am without having that other thing I got to do on my mind while I'm present with this task. Does that make sense? Oh, and let's see. Let's get some more tarot cards out. See that? With the Page of Cups. And I love it with the Page of Cups because like there's a fish in the cup. That's resources. That's provision. That's also like someone coming in to provide some type of sustenance and resources, and also like even though it's young in I'm not saying in age, because you know pages are the youth, but I think that maybe it's like maybe you're a young couple, right? Or maybe you're a younger person at your company, but you still have so much to offer. This is why you're getting the reward and recognition. Also, this could be like, you know, someone got a crush on you. I mean, like really that's the Knight of Cups, but I also still feel that with the Page of Cups. I think it's still like the Page of Cups can be a love letter, right? So someone letting you know how they feel. But for me, I'm not getting so much more romantic than I'm getting like getting a return on your investment, or like because you didn't come with like, I only got problems, I don't have any solutions. Like even like in the business world, right? Like somebody celebrating your ability to take initiative. Also saying that you taking initiative in your own life from that sacral energy is going to garner you a reward on the other side of following through with that. You also have the Ten of Swords with the sacral chakra energy. So again, this idea of like putting down all of these thoughts that are betraying you and your vision. You're like over and done, completion of a cycle, because 10 is the completion of a cycle, right? And I think something is again that death and rebirth energy, right? Like this is the birthing, sort of bringing something to life through your creative passions, or something that means something to you and really gets your fire going. And then putting away these thoughts of you seeing yourself failing at it, or only seeing what could go wrong, or what is currently bringing you some challenges and restrictions, and just knowing that you're beyond what those thoughts are trying to push you down and make you submit to, right? Ooh, 2 cards flew out. Boo, you better stop crying. With the Hierophant and the 8 of Pentacles, right? That you've put in a lot of work towards a situation, right? And you are very dedicated. You know, the Hierophant talks about tradition, talks about marriage. You know, it represents institutions like the church, like the state, like the government, marriage, right? Companies, signing of deals and contracts. But I think that you're like very, very committed to your studies. You're very, very committed to learning. You're very, very committed to your relationships. And this 8 of Pentacles is saying you put in a lot of work, and that's what's making you feel sad, is that you feel like you're not reaping that reward and recognition yet, either in your company or in your career field or in your romantic relationship, or somewhere where you're not feeling a return on your investment, or like, damn, I just keep waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting, and when is it coming starts to come up. But just get clarity of the mind to know like these things come with a reward on the other side. But the problem is that we always want to know when, like, give me the exact time the package is coming, can I get a tracking number? And it's like, chill out. No, you can't. The universe will do it in a way that is like you will never see coming. You know, just stay diligent in your efforts. Keep showing up and pouring into these situations, into yourself, and you will see a return on your investment. You will see how something turns to the good. Look what you got with the material and financial changes. You have the 6 of Swords. Don't you see that it's smoother sailing ahead, you know? Even though life is like kind of twisting you and turning you, the momentum is still pushing you forward. This talks about moving out of like harder times into smoother times. So hang in there, because I know this damn boredom and discontentment card is like Four of Pentacles, but I love it in this deck because you see that she's pausing to take care of herself. She's pausing to pour into herself, right? And so that's what you need to do when you feel like, what can I even do? What's going on? You have to go within and take that time to refortify that foundation of your why. Like, why is this important to me? Why do I want to achieve this goal? It's important to this also talks about savings and, financial stability. This comes right before the Five of Pentacles when we feel like, what the fuck happened? Wasn't it all going so well? Because sometimes the Four of Pentacles can be about like being stubborn or holding on too tight, right? Fear-based thinking, because, like you're over concerned about losing everything, so you hold on too tight, which pushes you into the Five of Pentacles where you're thinking from a place of lack and restriction, and so now that's all you're gonna find. This is more so like, look at all of the overflowing, pouring water behind her, that waterfall. This is a lot of emotional thing, and so you'll need that sort of practical balance and really invest in some self-care. Like, take care of yourself, most especially when you're not feeling your best, Gemini. It's time to pour into you because you have a lot going for you. This is the thing, y'all. Like, achieving the goal, like, yes, I signed the deal, I got the investors, or like, yes, I got the promotion, yes, I got the ring, yes, whatever the thing is, it comes with a whole new chapter of responsibility, right? Your roles, your responsibilities, your obligations change and get added to when we ascend, right? Heavy is the head that wears the crown. But all of those things that we go through, all those disappointments, all those things are things to refortify us so that we can bear the weight of the responsibility for the elevated position we now find ourselves in. See what I'm saying? It's like, I loved it. That like viral clip on Instagram where he says, and remember, the top of one mountain is the bottom of the next. So keep climbing. And I feel like that is your April, is that don't feel like everything hinges on finally getting to the destination of the goal. We are evolutionary beings. We are expansive beings. We are reflective of the universe around us, which is continuously, as we are speaking right now, growing, stretching, expanding in a way none of us can see, feel, or perceive, right? But it doesn't mean it's not happening. You are expanding, and the next level is going to come with you're starting at the very beginning again of this new cycle, of this new promotion, right? Of this new role, of this new responsibility. And so if you're only hinging on the result, you won't be prepared. You will feel winded when it's like, oh God, I gotta start again? Yes, you have to ascend the mountain again and continue to stretch and grow. And so don't limit yourself, okay, Gemini? And don't get discouraged and start moving backwards or backing off of this, because there are viable, beautiful outcomes ready to happen for you, to you, and through you if you stay the course, okay? Stay the course and keep pouring into yourself. Don't just discard yourself or discard your dreams and be like, well, it's probably just never gonna happen any fucking way, so why get my hopes up, or why try, or I'm just so this and that. It's like, you guys can tend to like overthink, and then it boxes you in, and then you can't make a move from a strong and informed place. Oh, but look, Gemini. First of all, I just have to show that you came up in your own reading. Gemini, mutable sign of air. It says Prince of Air. And it's the Lover's card, okay? Which I love because, this year for me is the year of the Lover's card, which talks about decisions, happy and content marriages. And it was so funny. It was like, if you think you get in the ring, because you got ring, but I'll get to that. You have lily, established, ambition, experience, sexuality. See all the stuff that came up. Achievement, longevity, mature, career, virtue, development, retired. This is just telling you, like, don't you see? Good harmonious energy is here, right? This is peaceful energy that is letting you know that you have established yourself, baby. Put forth all the good foot forward of all the lessons of your previous experience. Everything you went through is preparing you for this new opportunity and will assist you when the new challenges in your new role or in your new chapter or your new beginning begin to present themselves. Then you'll be like, yo, I'm so actually glad that happened back there, because now it's making me be able to face this new current challenge and from a completely different space. And the me back then with this situation right now might have had a fucking meltdown, but me right now, because I did what I did back there, is helping me to propel and project myself forward. You have ring, agreement, pact, cycle, contract, partnership. Remember, you also got the Hierophant. Contracts, partnerships, right? Trust, alliance, commit, circular, continuing on, closure, promise, bond. So this is about you recommitting or making a very deep and profound commitment to like really honor the choice you made in moving forward, honoring that you did make it with this reward and recognition. And I really feel like that's why, like, if you see in this deck too, there are oh look, and it's the one at the bottom. It's the last card I put away just by chance. You see what I'm saying, guys? But not by chance, by design, by divine design. That there are mountains in the back of here. So that's what I'm saying. You're getting the reward and recognition for that previous mountain you just tackled. You just reached the summit of. But now you're at the bottom of the mountain of the next ascension of this thing. And so you are moving forward, right? You are getting this like forward propelling movement that's going to push you in the direction that you want, but it's still your choice. Because look, you have road, which is being at a crossroads, right? Like right now, I feel like also you guys are in a position of, I have to make this decision, and this decision doesn't just affect me, right? And maybe that's what's making you feel a little bit immobile, like getting over analysis paralysis, right? Like, oh, I'm just so overwhelmed with what's going on that I can't even make a move, because you're of so many minds about one thing that it's hard to take the next step without worrying, am I going in the wrong way? You see all of these different directions. Like, this ain't just no regular crossroads, baby. It's not like here or there. It's like, right? And so it says multiple choice, travel. So maybe you're traveling. Free will, opportunity, weigh the options, decide, independent, road trip, okay? So decide. There's power in the choice. And that's also what the Lover's card is about making a choice, right? Making a decision. Ooh, 3 cards came out. Y'all know how I feel about threes. If you're new here, I love threes. I feel like 3 is the magic number. And when they come out in threes, I'm like, ooh, about to catch a word. All right, it says sheath, sudden, unexpected, accident, cut, release, harvest, liberate, shock, ripping off the band-aid, surprise, a reckoning. I really feel like, especially like with that 10 of Swords energy, that you are like, this is about to be a wrap. Like whatever the last mountain is or the current mountain you're on, I feel like you're about to reach the summit, like the ending of that mountain and then the beginning of the next. Like you're done. You're cutting something off. I feel like this is an unexpected ending or really like a releasing, right? Like, I think you're shocked at yourself at how ready you are to release your agreement to this space, to maybe this career path or a friendship or a relationship, right? But saying like, I'm recommitting to what I said for me. And I'm seeing that we're not in alignment with that, and that perhaps it's time for me to venture somewhere else and see what else the world has for me. And that's a beautiful thing. It's not always easy. Even if you're leaving a job you couldn't stand, it's like when you get to the new place, you got to start all over again. You're the new person. You got to learn their ways of operating. You got to try to bring to the table what you got going on, and bring your own special, frequency and vibration into that space, and your special specific skill sets, because there's no one else like you, Gemini. But it's still an adjustment period. And this is what I'm feeling, is like this is going to be a period of adjustment, and you're trimming the fat. What don't I need? What do I need? Okay. You have Wheel of Fortune. I love that. You have the Wheel of Fortune. It says fate, karma, cycles, forces of the universe, destiny, synchronicity. Get what you deserve. It's out of your hands. It's saying like, once you send that frequency out, it's spiraling out into the universe, right? Like when you put out that wish. So maybe the path there isn't exactly laid brick by brick in every way you thought it was going to unfold, but the journey is the destination, because the journey is where it's at. The journey is what's giving you all of that triumph, all of that beautiful energy of like transformation. You don't arrive at the destination and then become transformed. It is the journey that transforms you. So if you're looking for a transformative experience in your life, Gemini, it is destined and fated. The transformation is already taking place. So this thing that you think you're going to get to, you can miss the actual unfoldment of it, that you won't even appreciate it when you get it at the end. And this is for all of us. Like, we have to learn to know that the journey is where the blessing is. The journey is where the transformation and the transmutation and the transcending of things is. It's not once you get the thing you think you want. It is in the becoming of the person who then holds all those things you want, right? Who then becomes the person who can hold on to those things you want. Says ball and chain, heavy, weighed down, codependent, trapped, restrictions, addictions, an unhappy marriage, emotional baggage. I told you, some of y'all, you will be ending a situation like, this isn't actually fulfilling for me, or ending an aspect of it, right? It says emotional baggage. I think also like maybe where you currently work, or maybe your current relationship, or a current friendship, there's something going on in your life that makes you feel weighed down, bogged down. But what I love about this card is, ain't nobody or nothing hinged to this thing. This thing is still even open. It's not even locked. So this is something that you can remedy, right? And I think that's why the sheath comes up, is because it's like you're walking away, because you're like, actually, I'm not balled and chained to this position. I'm not balled and chained to this company. I'm not balled and chained to this way of thinking and being and behaving. I'm not balled and chained to this environment. I'm not balled and chained to this state, right? This country, this whatever, right? It's like finally realizing that you are free to make a new choice, that you're free to make a new decision this month, Gemini, and that the universal alignment is supporting your departure and is assisting you at the base of the next mountain. Oh shit, that's a word. At the bottom of the deck. I love that you got this, because one step at a time. I'll tell you, like my grandma tells me, little by little you do this, and then you have your life. Like, and that's another thing the gentleman said in that thing that went viral. I'll say all the things he said. He said, number one, like 3 main lessons in life. Number one, surround yourself with people whose eyes light up as they come toward you. 2 is the fastest way Slowly is the fastest way to get to where you want to be. Whew, it's a word. And 3, the top of a mountain. When you get to the top of any top of a mountain is the base of the next mountain. I butchered that last part. I said it better in the beginning, but you know what I'm saying. And all those 3 things apply here for you, Gemini, and for us all. But I feel like this month, that lesson becomes paramount. That lesson is the thing that helps the trajectory and pushes you into that new space, is that reaffirming, confidence boosting, reintegration and reemergence of that confidence of like, hell yeah, I don't care what it looks like. I'm not having anybody around me whose motives I gotta, not, at least not in my personal life, whose motives I have to constantly second guess, who I don't feel safe in front of, who I have to like, figure out or overthink and second guess every last thing that we say and exchange with each other because I just can't trust you or have you around, or you bring this yucky energy around. I feel like you're over it. I only want people around me whose eyes light up when they see me. I only want to know that I need to get so deeply rooted into that process of the journey to become process oriented versus result oriented, so that I know that the time will pass anyway. The importance is getting there, right? And then no matter what I achieve, I will set out to do another thing. Or no matter how high I ascend, that level comes with its own new beginning, a starting point, right? And so the climb is never over, but that's the beauty of it, right? Like we're always climbing, reaching, evolving, stretching, expanding. And so enjoying the right now, because it's all you're ever gonna have. So you have the stepping stones, the process of arrival, baby steps, progress, how to keep on going, step by step. Oh, no, it says how to keep on going, step by step, way out, spiritual growth. This is what I'm saying. I think you're looking for a way out of somewhere and you're leaving somewhere. And that little by little, one stepping stone at a time. Look how far off into the horizon it goes. But you'll never get there if you don't take the first step, right? The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, right? You don't have to see the whole staircase. Just take the first step. Whatever floats your boat and motivates you, but just get there. Okay, my loves? Because you can. And you will. And once you get there, you'll be wanting to go somewhere else. In terms of, okay, cool. Completed this mountain. What's the next one? And so we're going to end it with an Archangel Michael card. I love this deck. It shows it depicts Archangel Michael in different ethnicities, which I think is beautiful, since so many people have so many different backgrounds, colors, creeds, cultures, bangs with Archangel Michael and the archangels. I like to work with it as an aspect, right? An energy to work with. And it's all about protection and removing of obstacles, defending the people. Oh, I love this for you. I love this for some of you Geminis, because I don't think you see it coming. And I love it because I think you shouldn't see it coming. It's wonderful. We always want to know everything, right? We're in like this information age, the digital age, that we ruin the mystery around a lot of things. And the universe is like, bitch, I'm trying to surprise you. While you're clicking on that damn tarot video, I'm trying to surprise you. But it's so funny and it's so beautiful, and I can't wait for you to get this surprise. And when you do, please let me know in the comments how it goes for you. Okay, Gemini? It says Archangel Michael, go forward fearlessly. You better, Gemini. You're ascending the mountaintop, and as you approach the base of the next one, go forth fearlessly. You are blessed, protected, and highly favored. Ashe. It says, thank you for walking with me every step of the way, for holding my hand, giving me confidence and courage, and guiding my thoughts and actions in the direction of love and my true life's purpose. This is what I'm saying. I think a lot of this reading was wrapped up in your career and finance field. But and however, your last card, which is the card that popped out, I just like to read the underlying energy card, which is be fearless, my love, in business, in finances, in career, in whatever, right? In your healing, in your interpersonal relationships, in your relationship to yourself. Be fearless. Don't be afraid to look at the ugly things. Don't be afraid to broach subjects. Do things safely within the means of what you believe is okay. And this is an offer, a suggestion. It is not a command. This isn't like, oh, if you don't do this, it won't work. It's just take everything as an offer, my loves. All right. Help me. Okay. So you got eternal love, first of all. Okay. So again, some of you may be ending something, but maybe you don't see this new beginning with this new person coming, or maybe you're ending a rough chapter, moving out of the choppy waters, right? With that Six of Swords energy of maybe a rough patch in your relationship, or something that felt like a stalemate, and now a move forward because it's eternal. It's something that's going to stand the test of time, right? It says, help me perceive all the love that surrounds me so that I can feel safe receiving, expressing, and giving love. I think that's a beautiful place to end it. That no matter what it is, if the love of your life is your business and that's it, what happiness looks like looks different on everyone. And whatever that looks like for you, I wish that prayer for you, that you're able to willingly, freely express, give, and receive love in all that you do and in all areas of your life. So with that, Gemini, that is your April energy reading. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you know when I post for you. And until next month, or your weeklies, feel free to check in. All right. You're a mutable sign. I do the mutable, fixed, and cardinal signs, but we have placements all over our charts. So just check out which placement you want to check out. And with that, I'm wishing you mad love and many blessings. You count, you matter, you are important, Gemini. You are seen, you are heard, you are worthy, you are deserving, you are magic, baby. Go get up in it. And I'll see you on the next one. Later. Ashe.